Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Pickens motioning left. Trying to throw for it with May. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. To the air yet again, May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Here's May, 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Dicker connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. D. Eskridge to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First play, Fields letting it rip. He put everything he had into this. Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. Brees Hall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Jets one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Viking 18! 18, Pioneer! Ready?
May now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Don't jump, ready?
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Working quickly here. Hall. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brees Hall with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up! 79 Bronco! Go!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down, May. It's taken in by Washington. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now!
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun, it's May. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. George Pickens the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 4. we've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Eskridge on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Got a man. Tanyan has it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. So that's the end of one. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Fields out of the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now lead by 10. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready up.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Hunt.
1st down throw for May. Metcalf's got it. Complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Mitchell up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lion. Hut, hut.
From the 38. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
On the roll now.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Check go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Caught by Miller. And they take him down right along the 30.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. This is Mitchell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no opening.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. For Daryl Patterson to return for the Steelers. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Steelers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now it's 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
7 Pirates, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to the air. It's May. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Metcalf there to bring it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers are on the move here. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Bronco 80. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion. 18, Pioneer. Hey, smash. Buffalo 18. Ready.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Xavier Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Angel. Here we go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
So after the incompletion,
Right.
2nd down and 10, Fields. On the move, headed right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. He fields this at the 18. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And they'll get ready to go. After making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
Fields on 1st down. Brought in right side. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
To the air on 1st down, May. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. May now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
To the air yet again, May. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. May throwing for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
From the red zone now. That's brought in by Miller. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Here we go. Shot. Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 Lion. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, go.
From the gun, it's May. Chased out to his right. Much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. Throwing it again here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They've got a man in motion.
70 Ranger.
To throw, here's May. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Gibson now to return. And look at this return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touch. He's right there as they get the markers reset.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Darius Slay with the stop. Give him a They'll give the Jets a first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
575. Right.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Right back to Allen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. For this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give now to Mitchell. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. That throw finds Pickens. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
This is ahead for about 5. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5. Pass him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll run. This is Mitchell. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Working quickly here. 2nd and 10 now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle. Well, career interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mitchell on the carry. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cup 19, Dragon 60. Set go.
Operating from the gun, here's May. It's taken in by Washington. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw for May. And they pick him off again. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Go.
On the handoff, Allen. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set.
It's Allen again. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Only 1 quarter left.
Third quarter with the score.
come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Hall running between the tackles. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
All right.
They go right back to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Touchdown, New York! We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Setting up to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's May. Connects on the crosser. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get 22 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set. Ready. Ready.
Back to the air. It's May. He's on the move. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hunt.
Now May on 3rd and long. It's Pickens on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Set.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Catch is made in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. All right, right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Eskridge on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, son.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And the defense gets there.